Welcome back, everybody. You got Will and I Man here from the Block Runner, MetaZone, and Rovi.
We made it, dude.
Man,
Or barely fucking made it, dude.
we barely made it.
We've had a lot of interesting events the last few weeks, dude. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's been a turbulent 2 weeks, to say the least.
Yes.
Peachy and swimmingly, we arrived to East Denver in one piece.
Yeah, we were
batting 1,000.
batting 1,000. That's right.
Had an amazing time at East Denver. Met a lot of cool peeps and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Dahlia is saying stop the show. What's going on?
I think I got it better. I think I've got it.
Okay. All right. So let's make sure everybody can hear us. Sound is good. Tranquilo. We got Greenspur. Meow. Hello.
What up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back.
Neb is here. Trey.
Trey the man, dude.
Dude, Trey is the man.
Trey the man, the myth, the legend, dude.
Yeah.
We got to meet the man, the myth, the legend in physical form, and
Yeah.
it was great.
He's
dude.
real.
He legit guided us exactly how we needed, dude. Because I mean,
Yeah.
that was our first conference, East Denver, and Trey was there for like a solid few days before us, and so he knew all the ins and outs of that because it was quite the event, dude. It was a massive operation.
Yeah, it was huge.
Yeah, so we were
were
easily
like,
getting lost.
If we were to start a Metacon, like how would we do it? And like we were looking around, I was like, man, this is complicated.
Yeah, we went into the freaking hacking room, or one of the many hacking rooms, but the big one.
It was like a warehouse.
Yeah, like a scene out of, what do you say, Mr. Robot?
Mr. Robot, yeah.
Yeah, no, I had immediate visions like, dude, in the future, hopefully, yeah, we can have a MetaZone con or a, what would we call it? MZ something.
Yeah.
And we'll have a room full of people making metas and making metaverse content.
Yeah.
At like a hackathon type of an event. I think, dude, that'd be very cool.
It would be.
I know.
Well, man, the logistics of doing that is like crazy.
Yeah. Well, the logistics of everything. The fact that, I mean, there was a couple of hiccups. The internet was spotty, which, I mean, I think happens at large events.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I think that kind of interfered with the hacking, but I saw a lot of all the winning submissions. It all looked pretty good stuff. I definitely left that event extremely bullish and extremely,
Same. Yeah.
Other than all like the FUD coming from like the lawyers that were there about like, you know, dude, impending government
Bankers.
doom.
Yeah.
And they were all right. You know, they kind of like were letting us know all this stuff was going to happen.
Yeah.
You know?
They gave us a heads up.
They did.
And it ended up being true, like pretty shockingly.
Banking fiasco.
Yeah.
We didn't know at the time like how extensive it would become, and I think they kind of limited like the whistleblowing to like, for sure they spotted Silvergate, like, dude, Silvergate's going down as we speak.
Yeah.
And there's going to be like a little bit of a contagion as a result of that to other banks that are connected to the crypto space. And but at the time, everyone was just kind of like, dude, we're at an event, bro. Why are you trying to scare us?
Yeah.
But come to find out, we came back with COVID. And the banks were collapsing at the same time. I was just like, holy shit, dude, the sky is literally falling.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I certainly did not think we were going to experience another Black Swan event, but we definitely did.
Yeah.
And it was scary for sure. Because there was a lot. We were dealing with that illness, the flu. We had to make like decisions. We had to use our brain
during like the heat of a sickness.
Yeah.
It was insane, man. So I think now we're entering a little bit more smoother waters, hopefully. I
don't think so, dude.
Well, already I feel much more at peace because we're with you guys. We're all chilling. This feels very normal to me.
Yeah,
we've been doing this for years now.
Yeah,
so like
70 live calls as
correct.
Of today.
Yeah, so like that whole experience, like going to conferences and all that was very not normal to me. So it was like, that was the big adjustment. And I was like, oh man, I'm not in my element, all that stuff. But we acclimated pretty quickly and we met a lot of people from the Centraland community.
Yeah, we did.
We met pretty much the DAO.
Yeah. CK Bubbles.
I didn't know they were like actual people.
Yeah.
I mean, of course they're people, but I couldn't.
There wasn't, it wasn't an obvious face to the crowd.
So we met like a few members of the DAO like main grant committee and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and I thought that was very
Gia,
interesting.
Gia,
CK Bubbles,
CK Bubbles,
uh,
Geo.
yeah, and I think another one. Yes,
Yeah.
and we had a good time with them, and they really kind of like opened my eyes to what's actually going on with the DAO. Because when we first started all this, we had to speculate what the DAO would look like one day.
Yeah.
Because there was nothing, there was nobody contributing, nobody like monitoring,
Yeah.
and it's kind of manifesting before our eyes. Like, and
Yeah. It formed organically, like this group of people. So
yeah. So that exposed us to the ultimate revelation. We need to get way more involved with what's going on in the Decentraland DAO, because Decentraland is our beachhead.
Yeah, and one of the few metaverse projects that are doing it right.
Yeah, after what we've seen so far up until this point,
Yeah.
the closest second I would say is probably Hyperfy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, until we'll see what the other side has once they release.
Once they're done with their security violations.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that definitely had to slow them down.
Oh
bit,
yeah. They were supposed to release something
Q1.
Yeah, that's right.
Not like at least like a test something. And all they're doing now are like these like traveling showcase events where people can come in, hop in for a little bit, and like take a bunch of pictures and then get the fuck out.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of like, so something happened to slow down the rollout, right?
Yeah.
And I doubtful it's anything like development related. It could be, because development takes time and it's difficult, but they have so many resources. Like you would expect them
to
come out.
So as we kind of talk through the events of the last 2 weeks, because there's a little bit more details to get into, I want everybody to join us in Decentraland. The location is -113, -56.
Yes.
I'm using the desktop app. I am surprised that I'm still dropping frames, but it doesn't look like it on the stream there. So that's,
we got chubsters here at this location.
Yeah,
dude.
these are your boys, dude. They're dancing it up.
Yeah, so we got hidden footage of
Oh yeah.
I promised you guys a chubster dance at 100,000 Rovi or something like that.
We got a sneak peek.
There's a sneak peek out there somewhere, but that's not coming out anytime soon. I can guarantee you that, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll let the harborers of that footage dictate. Do I have the moves to pull this off? I think I do. TJ, have you seen it?
It's definitely worth the 100 or 10K Rovies or whatever it was you said.
Yeah, did we bump it down to 10K? Somebody's gonna have to bring up that footage, because I think I started at 100K. Then I said, you know what? Let's do 10K.
You know who knows Grinchfer, because he came up with this chub dance.
I think yeah. So
he's got it framed somewhere.
So I could definitely, before I wasn't sure if I could pull it off, but I think I can, dude. I got the moves. I got the hips.
Got the juice.
Oh, Dahlia says I got him, dude.
Yeah.
All right. Confirmation.
All right. So yeah, everybody jump in here. We're gonna be doing another recording here in the next few minutes. So let's show up. We got a big release coming out with Cyber Strife here coming up soon.
That's true.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to re-kickstart the MetaZone calls soon.
Yeah.
It's not 100% confirmed when.
Yeah, it might not be next week, but it's very likely going to be the week after that.
Correct. So yeah, we can re-kickstart the weekly MetaZone calls alongside our Rovi calls, so we can get back to, you know, discussing the platform growth and the ecosystem growth. You know, basically new developers adopting MetaZone's distribution mechanics and a lot of the different features that we do enable. Dirty Bird says, "Hell yeah, I'm in."
Yeah,
yeah, dude. I definitely tried my best to enjoy my time out there. Yeah, dude. Do you want to speak a bit?
Well, well, not
your
yet. But
experience?
let's do. Let's just kind of clean up, I guess, why we're here. So this is a Rovi call, by the way. Every Thursdays at 10 p.m. UTC, we gather and we talk about a distributed economy. So mainly, we focus on getting the game of Rovi, which is a distributed play-to-earn type of battle bot game that now has artificial intelligence embedded into it, into a distributed economy where people who own the assets are deploying the assets. And now it's not all one location. It's widely distributed throughout Decentraland and eventually other metaverses.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we gather here every Thursdays, 10 p.m. UTC to kind of discuss updates and then just kind of hang out with the community, give everybody, you know, a clear kind of understanding of where things are and where things are going, and then incorporate some feedback from the community. So one of the feedbacks are there's been a couple of glitches that people have been contending with, and I know the team is working on that. Oscar had made some updates to the Rovi website, the dashboard, so there's going to be a lot less, I guess, waiting on some updates on the dashboard, because I think whenever you view like some of the data, it would just take too long, and then it would just like not give you information. So
Mhm.
so that's been fixed. And then of course we're getting really close to finishing the MetaGen, I guess, update that we have. So with that, we'll be able to kind of put together the glitch robots, the glitch enemies, and then we'll have the glitch hatching event here pretty soon. So a lot of stuff is in progress, a lot of stuff in parallel. Much of the resources right now is focused on getting MetaZone to a point where we can kind of like showcase the latest updates that we have for it.
Mhm.
So we think early, I would say probably by the end of March, we might be able to completely revamp the website and release it out to you guys. And then another big update will happen soon after that. So
Yeah. Yeah, we've been hinting at this web or the MetaZone revamp
yeah,
over the last couple of months. So it's been a lot of work and a lot of considerations because I think
Dude,
we're not just spinning up like a typical NFT
yeah,
marketplace, right? There's tons of those that exist. We have a very unique and specific purpose as a platform, right?
yeah,
So it needs to be reflected in the design and the user experience as because we're not just NFT collectors in the MetaZone community, right? We're
contributing to ecosystems.
exactly. So there's
Yeah.
a whole different flow to that dynamic, right? When you need to use the platform.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things to consider as far as management. Like these assets that are being purchased and acquired are not just like sitting around doing nothing.
Yeah.
They got to be put to work. They got to be activated, and they have to be, you know, like you said, main contributors. And without that participation flow,
Yeah.
like nothing can exist in the metaverse that's sustainable, right?
That's right.
So the platform is there to support all of that, and it's a multi-party ecosystem.
That's right.
It's very complex,
Yeah.
right? So we've been doing a lot of that
Yeah.
back end thinking and organizing.
Yeah, and one thing that we need to do better at is just refining the messaging of Rovi, because is it a companion bot? Is it it's a battle bot, play to earn asset? I mean,
Yeah.
you know, which one of these are really like going to capture the attention of
true.
everybody?
Yeah, because we have again another special, unique purpose of the Rovi project as well. It is the main showcase ecosystem of what can be enabled by leveraging MetaZone.
Yeah.
But it's also I feel like we have the unassigned task, it gets self-appointed task to kind of like be like the Dapper Labs of the metaverse, meaning like
Yeah.
what is going to be the killer app or experience that's going to onboard millions of people to the metaverse, right? Right now, it's not clearly obvious to anybody.
Right.
Even Meta, a company at
Yeah.
the size and scale of them. I mean, it seems like they're starting to like pivot away a little bit from that direction, focusing more on AI, right?
Yeah.
Because I even they don't think they really have a clear understanding or vision on what's going to get to
Yeah.
that point.
Dude, it's crazy how these huge institutions are wave riders, just like everyone else, dude.
Wave riders.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call them a wave rider. They definitely took a huge leap, right?
Yeah.
To kind of like be like the initiator to legitimizing this space.
Well,
right?
I'm talking about AI. Like,
Oh,
as
AI.
As soon as
Yeah,
AI,
yeah.
ChatGPT came out, everybody's an AI company.
It's true. We're starting to see it in the crypto space. There's so many like
Yeah.
AI spinoffs going on.
AI scams. Let's call it that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's call it. You're pretty aggressive with those claims.
Well,
but
they're definitely scams, dude.
yeah, you're right.
There's websites that are claiming like 1 million users, but yet their website was
Spun up like yesterday.
Spun up, yeah, like 2 months ago.
URL claimed like last week.
Yeah.
And it's like, let's tell you about the millions of app users we've have.
Yeah.
Like what? Yeah, you're right.
And their token is going ham right now. So
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it just kind of depends on your outlook on, you know, do you want to get into fundamental projects or do you want to like ride pump and dumps?
Be a wave rider.
Yeah, wave rider.
Yeah. That's you.
So yeah, so that covers kind of like why we get together. 70. This is the 70th episode that we get together. There's going to be 70 more. It's just hopefully we can get some of these updates rolling out. Just because right now there's a lot of stuff they're working on the back end, and yeah, those are taking like major strides at the moment. But pretty soon we're gonna be hatching those eggs, getting those enemies, battling Rovies, and then for the final stretch of the PvP, which is going to be the mainstay of the game. So yeah, so now I guess we can talk about a little bit more about what happened in Eat Denver. So we got together with Trey.
I think first we need to, if you guys can, we got our weekly recordings that we need to
Yeah, we need to do that.
choreograph. You guys know the deal. What's going to be like the, because there's no second floor, is this right? There's no second layer?
Yeah, we're just gonna be hanging out here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. We're just gonna be hanging out here, and
I think Dahlia said
Javier.
something about can we all dance around the chubsters?
Yeah, but I don't know if that's the first cut or
Oh, okay.
what.
All right. Well, then I guess pay attention to the chat, everybody. We're gonna like while we're discussing updates and stuff, choreograph as we do to get some good footage for the marketing team.
Yeah. So I'm using the desktop app. So I want to digitize my Rovi. So let me see if I can get them out here.
When is that going to be like, MetaMask integrated?
I don't know. I
Into
think
the
this is the only
client.
way to do it.
Yeah, it's from what I've seen as well. Dahlia says, "Go around the chubsters, please."
Okay.
About to start the first recording. Okay, yeah. So we want to assemble around the chubsters.
Yeah.
The twerking chubsters, dude.
All right. So everybody get around the chubsters and let's see the moves. And as soon as we get you guys around here, we're gonna start the recording and let's see what we got. There we go. All right. So I'm hearing Javier down there already getting excited.
Is he?
Yeah.
It's like we're getting the master shots. Oh, there's Tranquilo just passing by. What's up, Tranquilo? And there's Nev. I see. Who's that guy next to you? Eager Drasil. Isn't that Greenshiffer? Or is that Trey?
I think that's Trey.
Okay, Trey. Eager Drasil. In elite speak. Very nice.
All right, yeah. So just keep on dancing here. It's
Make
like
sure
a
you
few seconds.
activate and digitize your Rovies as well. And then we should be done. Please use money shower emote on them chubsters. Oh, that's a good idea. Everybody just make it rain on the chubsters, dude.
Money shower emote.
Not everyone might have that one equipped, right?
Yeah, probably not. This
Alright,
is just a standard emote.
Yeah.
Oh, Trey doing the Matrix.
Nice, dude. All right, well, cameraman, get Will. Oh, there you go. Poker Dog's doing it.
Yeah.
Stand next to Poker Dog, dude.
Oh, I see Corv is with us. Oh yeah. So so yeah, we got together with Trey over the weekend. He showed us around the floor. And then we had breakfast with him. It was cool. We also recorded a podcast with Trey.
That's right, dude. We had like a audio recording, right?
We,
Oh, no.
No, it was a full-on recording. So at the booth at Eat Denver, there was like a row of booths. Each one had a computer. Each one had 4 microphones. And so it was Trey, myself, Iman, and Oscar on the podcast.
That's right. We even made like the montage cut.
Yeah.
Of the whole event, which was cool because there was a ton of podcasters there, I think, throughout like the whole event, right? And they chose us.
Yeah, they did.
As the single frame podcast unit, dude. I felt quite honored.
Yeah. So
we need another shot. Behind Dahlia, facing the chubsters.
behind Dahlia. So let's find Dahlia facing the chubsters. All right.
There she is, dude. She's got the Sailor Moon hair.
Oh, there.
Dude, that hair is freaking intense. And she's dancing with a pitchfork.
All right.
right next to the giant teddy bear. God damn it, dude. The metaverse is great, isn't it? Like, this is how you describe people.
Yeah. All right. Everybody dance near Dahlia. Yeah, this is good. This is good.
Yeah, I love these chubsters. Oh yeah, so back to what you were saying.
So,
The
yeah,
podcast,
the
uh,
podcast. So we got together. We all sat down. We are all listening to ourselves in the headsets and the microphones and everything.
Just like
Just
you're
like
doing right now.
Yeah, just like right now.
Yeah.
And we were recording for an hour, and we were done. Right, so it was cool. We got a podcast with Trey. We thought we were gonna be good. So it turns out they sent us a link to the download, which was pretty well coordinated. I got the link,
Mhm.
and so I sent it to Javier to go and start editing, and he was like, "Hey, I can only hear Iman in the entire 1 hour conversation."
Really?
And and I just sent it to him knowing, because they also, part of this email, which had the link to the Google Drive,
Mhm.
was a disclosure. It was like, hey, there was a security breach one of those nights. Someone came in and started messing around with the equipment,
Wow.
and it turns out that they figured out that part of that, like, some of the microphone equipment was not being recorded. We could hear each other, but it wasn't actually being recorded.
Wow.
So unfortunately, that 1 hour conversation with Trey is just like gone into the ether.
What
So
a
it's-
weird security breach
Dude,
thing.
That's what I'm saying. It's like none of the equipment was stolen, like nothing like that. It's just like move some dials or something, and it's like sabotage the whole thing.
Yeah.
Which they're claiming like a security breach, but I'm thinking they just didn't set it up right.
Yeah.
And like
That
nobody
sounds more likely.
nobody recorded, nobody got like recordings from
A
that.
security breach, dude. Damn. It's like the freaking CIA came in.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like,
like mess with these podcasters.
yeah, dude, because remember we all had the inside scoop on like the impending financial
Yeah.
collapse.
Yeah, let's
Because there was
let's
a-
release COVID.
yeah, let's get
mess
everybody
with
sick.
everybody
Let's
podcast.
destroy their whole media frontier.
Yeah.
The SEC bugged it.
Yeah.
That's right.
They have
dude.
the real recordings.
Yeah.
we need too much.
They're like trading on what we're saying.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, dude, Trey, definitely a bummer, man, because
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that conversation.
Yeah, so did I.
It was one of the more unique ones we've had because of one of the setting. Like we had like people walking by as we were recording, and
Yeah, they were taking pictures and everything. It's like,
yeah, we were recapping the whole. There was a lot going on in that conference, and we were trying our best to like stay in the loop on everything.
Yeah.
Because I mean it was so massive. There's like things going on simultaneously all over the place. But we had a good pulse on like, the whole damn show.
Yeah, we
like,
did.
what everything was about. So that
Dahlia's
was our
got the
big chance.
third location up when you're ready.
Okay. Third locations around the chubster throwing money. Okay.
all right, so more chubster action. Throw some money at the chubster. All right.
It was a sabotage. Yeah, it felt like it, dude. So
It really was.
Mhm.
And I feel like I got to take the fault on this one, because usually when you record anything, you have backups. And when we went to the floor and we just checked it out before like the actual recording, it looked legit. It looked like they knew what they were doing. They had like a tech guy there.
Yeah.
It's like it felt safe.
Yeah.
But no matter what, whenever you're recording something, you never feel too comfortable where you can kind of just depend on like one recording or anything like that. So I had a
Yeah.
microphone. I just didn't take it with me. And then we lost audio. We had video. So they have us like sitting there chatting, but it was like all silent. Only Iman was talking.
yeah. Damn. I'm definitely not that interesting by myself.
Yeah.
So we needed everybody to chime in.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that was one hiccup.
Yeah. So at that point, I guess we weren't batting 1,000, but we didn't know at the time.
Yeah, we didn't know. We thought that was like, dude,
Yeah. It
fucking
was like in
great.
the bag. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, dude, it was all worth it now, dude. We got like the podcast of the year recorded.
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
So I think all we ended up coming back with as far as content is like little mini recaps that we kind of
Yeah.
like sparsed out throughout
right.
the entire trip.
Yeah. We literally, so TJ provided us with some other different hardware equipment, microphones.
Yeah.
And we happened to like stumble upon a river in Colorado. and we were there. We did a recap of like what happened during the I guess the day before.
Yeah.
Because this was before we went to the event for that particular day. I think it was like Saturday.
Yeah.
And so we had like a pretty cool backdrop. There's like a river behind us, and we're like just talking about everything that we went through the day before. So that was cool. So we have that. The audio is great. The video is great there. I think Javier's going to be putting that together here in the next couple of days or so. But yeah, so we have recap videos. We just don't have the video of us actually doing the podcast. But we got 1 hour's worth of B-roll. So
Yeah.
whenever we reference we did a podcast, there's the B-roll of it.
Yeah.
So that was that. Like Ivan was saying, we met a bunch of people. Everyone was there wasn't a whole lot of metaverse presence, but every project that we spoke to knew about the metaverse. Like they're aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
And a lot of the projects are interested in like being in the mix. So
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of like Dapper Labs, like parallel between I guess like the mission in front of us and what Dapper Labs' mission was is one of the first, actually the inventors of the NFT standard. You know, they put out I think one of the more interesting presentations while we were there.
Yeah.
Basically, like they're talking specifically about sports NFTs, but they did a really good job of encapsulating the market opportunity of like the NFT, the product of NFT itself, like what it is, what is the NFT, and like what in comparison to other consumer releases. And basically, it's the NFT market of 2021 was like the biggest consumer product release since the iPhone,
yeah,
and like the numbers prove that.
that's right. That's right.
And it was like that was a big like holy shit moment. I didn't never seen anybody really like package that up so well into like an actual like let's look at the numbers
Yeah.
presentation. And then the big takeaway from that is like, well, only 10 million people actually participated in this NFT market, right? As opposed to billions of people buying iPhones,
Yeah.
right? So we had over $60 billion in revenue from the NFT market essentially in a single year with 10 million participants. So you extrapolate that into what NFTs can be in the future. We're talking billions of participants, right? So now like the whole questions of like, how is the multi-trillion-dollar metaverse economy going to even occur? Makes a lot more sense now, right? Like whenever you contextualize it the way Dapper Labs did, it's like, holy shit, man. These guys are onto something.
Yeah.
You know,
right.
that was the big feeling I got. I was like, wow, I was so bullish after that presentation. And I'm sure a lot of other people who saw it also felt that.
Yeah.
You know?
Last shot of today. Let's head over to this corner next to Dahlia, and we're gonna do a little bit more dancing, and then I think we're done. This is the last shot.
Okay.
So so as we are kind of jamming here, yeah, and then there was another. So the whole event was cool. So they have a floor, they have a bunch of booths, and you basically just talk to everybody at the booths, and they tell you about what's going on, and they give you a bunch of swag. So that's another strategy that seemed very important. If you're going to be on the floor, you got to have like really cool swag because everybody's going to know about you.
Yeah. Yeah. We were thinking about, you know, once Rovi's gets their own pod, what is going to be our swag distribution method? Because I kind of thought it was just, you just lay out the swag on the table and it's like, go ahead, dude.
Yeah.
Some people were like, take a survey and then you get your shirt.
Yeah.
I was thinking something along the lines of like an actual glitch being present.
Yeah.
Like a physical, like a big robot glitch.
Yeah.
And then, but there had to be some way to interact with it. Kind of like, you know, how our POAP distributor is. Like you have a glitch and you got to like battle.
Yeah.
In order to unlock your POAP, something along those lines.
Ring toss game.
There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah,
a little ring toss on a glitch.
Yeah.
And that's how you get your Rovi swag, you know, because I guess we like to make things a little difficult.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have normal POAPs here, so we're not going to have normal swag distributors either.
Right.
So I thought that'd be cool.
Yeah. So yeah, that's something to consider if we're going to be going back to these events and being at a booth, right? So we need to have cool swag. So there was that. And then at the end of the night, I think it started at 6 p.m. There was like these talks at this like arena. And so we joined one of the talks. A lot of the talks were interesting. There was some major cringe, dancing and singing, like big time cringe.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I guess that's either on purpose or that's part of like
that's the ethos, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
yeah,
after all the singing and dancing, all of a sudden Vitalik shows up via Zoom.
Zoom.
Yeah. So it was cool to see what he was up to. What was
Yeah.
cool was Vitalik was like, all right, guys. So apparently crypto is not very good at UI. So
Mm.
I'm going to show you guys exactly what needs to be done. And so he says, like, whenever you're using payments, like crypto for payments, it needs to be a lot better than it is.
Yeah, for the motivation of it's been a good decade, right? Ethereum is essentially rolling on its last year towards a full decade of deployment. So
That's crazy. What the
it's
hell?
I know, but it's been a solid one. Like it's I'd say success, but not so much at I guess or servicing like an actual human,
Yeah.
the masses essentially.
Yeah.
It's done a good job of like onboarding pockets of crypto head engagement, but it's just the experience of being on the Ethereum blockchain or connected to it in any
Yeah.
ways. It's still too finicky, too non competitive to what like the traditional finance sector
Yeah.
enables.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
that's for many reasons, but that's pretty much what he said needs to be the focus. Right?
Yeah.
Improving that aspect.
Yeah. And he was only there for about 30 minutes, maybe, or 15 minutes.
About 30 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was cool. This is the first time that Vitalik doesn't show up to an ETH Denver event.
He had a hot date he had to get to.
Yeah. Yeah. All of a sudden, we start seeing pictures of Vitalik on a date. We're like, okay, we get it now.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
This is more important tasks
Like
than
later
ETH Denver.
nerds.
Yeah.
Later, nerds. Yeah, I'm over here bossing it up, dude.
Yeah.
No, I think he's in Argentina. I think.
Right now or at the time?
Like I think he's been like in Argentina for probably multiple reasons. But
It's
yeah,
like the Central Land.
maybe, dude.
I'm here for
Imagine
DCL.
DCL. Yeah, unfortunately, DCL wasn't there at the conference. But
No.
like we said, the community was. They showed up, they showed out, and we got the bond with them. Very cool. I think either next week or the week after that, we're gonna go on CK Bubbles'.
Yeah.
She has like a Twitter space, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is part of what we were saying. We need to get more exposure to what's going on outside our own community, what's going on in all these other communities. There's so much happening. That was
Yeah.
like the big like realization moment. Like there's a lot going on culturally in Decentraland that we're largely not participating in, right? Because
Yes.
we're a little too honed in on what it is we're doing. So they kind of like opened our eyes a little bit, like what's happening out there in the general space of Decentraland, right?
Yeah. So, guys, stay tuned. At the end, we're going to be doing a giveaway of NFTs as we normally do. So just hang in there and let's activate the Pope. So let me get the Pope action going. There's a glitch gate there, so it's pretty convenient. Here it is. And let me find the Pope. All right, and it is active. All right, go ahead and get your Popes. Let us know that you got it. All right, so as you're getting the Popes, let's see what else. So music was crazy in ETH Denver. Slushy was there, probably the best performance of the pack. There was a rapper there too.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot her name. She was pretty good. Yeah. So music was good, right? So we had like at that same place where they were having like conversations and panels and all that, they moved everything and had some music. Latasha, that was the rapper's name.
Yeah.
It was pretty trippy because it was like a very well executed like rap.
Yeah.
So
Well, screw the music, dude. Let's get on to the real hot topic, the real elephant in the room, dude.
there's an elephant, dude.
Dude, how we inform the community, dude? It's like, dude, we almost lost you, dude. Almost, man.
Yeah. So
That's what's on my mind right now. We need to all collectively
like unpack.
praise our lords and saviors, dude. That Will didn't
Yeah.
leave our physical plane because he did for a second.
I did leave for a few seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, so Will experienced all the rumors of like I guess altitude.
Yeah, I'm sure that
readjustment.
influence. So anyway, on Sunday, that was the last day of the event. We were staying there till Monday. So this was this past Monday.
Yeah.
Wait, so it was about a week ago. Sorry. And So on Sunday, I already started feeling sick. So it was the flu. I had COVID. I didn't
Yeah.
know it.
Yeah, we didn't know that's what was dragging us down, right?
Yeah, we didn't know that COVID was like rampant
Yeah.
throughout the
That was
entire
that
event.
was a legit super spreader event.
It was legit like worldwide.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
something either government released it or or it was just like the perfect storm
Yeah,
for
yeah,
it to,
yeah.
because I looked at the COVID charts, like you know how they
Yeah.
track these things, and it's like at the pivot, like the bottom.
Yeah.
So there's not much COVID going around, but literally everyone got it, I think, who went
Yeah.
to the event.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was already feeling sick, and it's annoying because I said that I would hit all my vitamins, all that stuff. None of it worked. None of it.
Oh.
Right. So
False
I was like
advertising.
frustrated. So anyway, on Monday we head out to get on the plane.
Yeah.
And so just imagine this. Probably some of you haven't been to the Chicago airport, but there's like main airport hubs
Mhm.
in the United States. I would say at least.
Mhm.
And in these hubs, there's like hordes of people.
Yeah.
Like waves, like stadium level type of amount of people.
Mhm.
And so that's what we experienced in Colorado. I mean, there was a ton of people there, more than usual. Right?
Yeah.
So anyway, so we get into the TSA line, and I'm feeling bad, but I'm not feeling like I'm about to vaporize or anything.
Yeah.
Right. So I had this huge jacket. It was freezing in East Denver. I had a giant backpack with a bunch of equipment, weighed like 40-ish pounds.
I'd say that's about accurate. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so we're waiting in line, TSA, normal process. And I start feeling worse. I don't really know it. I don't feel that bad to where I was like, it's an emergency.
Yeah.
But I do feel like I might, throw up. I was like, so I'm looking at the trash can. It's like maybe like 3 feet over there.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we noticed your skin color was changing.
Yeah.
Like literally, like you were paling out, dude.
Yeah.
But I didn't take that as, because you didn't look like you were that bad, so I didn't know. I mean, I was like, maybe he's just cold or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I turned. So before that, I was like, "Hey, Oscar, you got that water?"
You remember that?
I was like, "I need a swig, dude."
Yeah.
And so he gives me water. So I don't know. That buys me a few more seconds, I guess.
Yeah.
And so I look at the trash can. I was like, "Okay, I'm safe because I got a place to throw up." Right.
Mm-hmm.
Then I turn to my team, and it's Dahlia, and then it's Iman, and then Oscar is like right in front of me, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I turn to them and say, "Man, I'm not feeling good."
Yeah.
And next thing I know, it's like a cut happens, like in a movie.
So that was
A
the last
jump
thing you
cut.
remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like a jump cut.
Yeah.
Now the next thing I remember, I am looking up at everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm waking up, and everybody, and Dahlia, she's the superhero here. She was like, "Breathe. You need to take a deep breath. You breathe.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you were like grabbing my hand or something. And
I sure was, dude. I was
Yeah.
holding on for dear life, dude. I was like, don't leave me, dude.
Yeah.
You stay with us. I was like slapping your hand, dude.
yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
So I guess I'm waking up on the ground, and I'm
Yeah.
looking up at everybody. I was like, man, what the hell am I doing down here? This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what was happening, right? So I was getting up. Everybody was pushing me down. I was trying to get up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, take off your jacket. And then,
Mhm.
so as I was,
Dude, you were hot.
yeah,
Like you were like, Dahlia's right. She's always tells us like when you guys overheat due to fever or whatever,
yeah,
the worst thing you're supposed to do is like
It's like cover
over
yourself up.
bundle, because you're
Yeah.
just trapping all that heat into your body. Then you have overheat. You're
Yeah,
like a
I feel like-
computer, dude.
I feel like there's a misunderstanding of what you're supposed to do when you have the flu and you get cold.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be cold. You're not
Yeah.
supposed to cover yourself up, because think of it as your body's fighting this virus,
Mhm.
and it by fighting it heats up.
Yeah.
And so the heat has nothing to do with the defense. It's just an exhaust
Yeah.
because of the defense. And you have to release that exhaust. It's like if you have a combustion engine and you close the garage, you turn on the car, you're keeping all that fumes in there, and it's going to kill you, right?
That's true.
So you have to release those fumes, right? So you have to
Yeah.
be cold.
Yeah.
And so I was doing the opposite. I was
Yeah.
trapping in that heat,
Yeah.
and I guess I overheated.
Yeah, definitely.
And the altitude plus the jacket plus the backpack plus feeling ill.
That's one theory, Will. What's the other theory?
And then I told the guys, I was like, man, there must have been a kryptonite around here, because there's no way I'm going to be passing out. That doesn't make any sense.
It just happened that somebody had it in their backpack.
Yeah, they had
trying to get
to.
through TSA.
Yeah, there's no way I'm passing out in the fucking middle of TSA.
Dude,
And like there's hordes of people.
yeah.
And it's like, it has to be kryptonite. There's no way.
dude.
So
Total way, dude. It was definitely happened.
yeah,
I was there.
Total way.
We got to pull the security footage somehow.
Yeah.
I know, dude. Dude, it was intense. It was a definite moment, and it was like, man, it was one of those, it's one of those things where life hits you in the face. You just never know what could happen, right? So
Yeah.
you always got to account for everything, dude.
Yeah, and so Dahlia was like, breathe, take a deep breath, and because I guess I wasn't.
You stopped like you forgot how to breathe for like a solid 5 to 10 seconds.
Dude, that's weird.
Well, that dude, yeah,
That's-
it's very
that's super
weird. Yeah.
And
But
then
yeah.
so I'm trying to get up, and I'm looking around. I was like, I'm just kind of confused. Like, I don't understand, because I was literally just up, telling you guys I don't feel good. All of a sudden, I'm just like waking up on the ground.
Mhm.
So it was weird. And so anyway, the EMT guy, or the paramedics or whoever, they show up like a few seconds after. They hook me up to all these wires, and they're checking my heart, all this stuff. They didn't find anything. I didn't. Of course, they're not going to find anything. There's nothing really wrong other than just having the flu. And he was real cool. So he was like, if this were my family member, I don't see anything wrong, but because we don't see anything wrong, you should probably go to the hospital.
Yeah.
And we could call the ambulance, but they're going to take forever. They're not going to do much. It's going to be expensive, blah, blah, blah. So just take an Uber, just go to the hospital.
Mhm.
So Dahlia was like, yeah, that's what we're going to do. So she took complete control. And so I think we just like go to like this waiting area just to make sure that, I don't know, we get some like stuff. We got free hotel, plane tickets for the next day. Like they took care of us. And if there was any place to pass out, it's in the TSA line of an airport, because they'll just take care of you.
Yeah.
So we go to the hospital, and there's like people throwing up there, and like it was an ER room, right? So we get in there, they hook me up again. They don't find anything. They just give me an IV and some like Tylenol.
Anti-kryptonite.
Yes.
What is that?
Yeah.
Is there anything in that lore?
It seems like it, I guess.
I think it's the
but-
sun, right?
Yeah, the sun would like solve all problems.
Really
Yeah.
interesting.
So anyway, yeah,
IV
we're there for
indeed.
about an hour. Got the IV. I was feeling fine. Afterwards, we go to dinner. I was hungry the whole day. I was not. I
Yeah.
couldn't eat. I didn't have an appetite.
Yeah. Then I started to feel funny and fuzzy because that's when my
Yeah.
COVID was developing.
That's right.
And I was like, WTF, mate? Like, we got to get the fuck out of the city. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like-
it seemed like we were not going to leave anytime soon.
Yeah.
Because I-Man was getting worse. I just finished passing out.
Yeah. I felt like I was coming up next. I was like, dude,
Yeah.
I
It's
was
like,
not.
we
At
gotta
that
get out of
point, I
here.
was so over Denver.
Yeah.
It's like we're all just dropping dead.
Yeah.
My lips were chapping up. I was like, dude,
Yeah.
it was fun and all, but we got to go home. Embrace the humidity and
Yeah. Yeah.
the
Yeah.
sea level.
Yeah. Sea level.
It was. It feels great to be home, dude. And like I said, we're back to the new normal, or back to the normal,
Yeah.
and it feels good. I feel reinvigorated, dude.
Yeah. So yeah, lesson learned. Anytime you feel sick, especially it's a flu, just be cold. I mean, because I was
That's
Man,
the main takeaway.
that really is like, just be cold. And
Yeah.
dude, I swear I was drinking water that day. Like, it was just, I guess, either not enough or whatever it was. But
Yeah.
So yeah.
So yeah.
So
Again,
that-
let's all praise let's
Yeah.
all praise Pepe, since he is our Lord. Pepe, the
First
Lord,
Pepe, yeah, our Lord.
coming through in the clutch, dude.
Yeah.
And we made it back. We definitely didn't bet 1,000, but we made it back alive
Yeah. Definitely
and
not.
relatively healthy.
Yeah, man. It just shows that no matter how healthy you are, you're still gonna go down no
Yeah.
matter what.
Yeah.
It's weird.
That's right. How's it feel to be human, Will?
Dude, it's uncomfortable. It sucks, dude.
It sucks.
Sucks being human.
Yeah. Now you got like confirmation, right? Like you're definitely human.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
You're definitely
It's either that or kryptonite was there. There's one or the other.
okay.
Yeah.
It's really
Right
a
on.
toss up at this point.
Yeah. So that was pretty much it, guys. That was our experience, our trip, our whole.
Yeah, and I was still dealing with a fever so we
Yeah.
got back on Tuesday. Iman and I were texting each other like, yeah, I still feel like shit. And he was getting fever. Dahlia ended up getting a fever.
Yeah. Like I said, everybody got. Oscar's the only one who didn't get sick.
Oscar,
somehow.
yeah.
Maybe he's actually Superman,
Yeah.
or an alien or something.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make any sense, dude.
Yeah, we were sharing our pictures of like a COVID test, and like
Yeah.
Oscar comes in, it's like clean.
Yeah, that makes no sense. I
Yeah.
don't understand.
So yeah, so wild weekend, and then of course, we have like a bank collapse.
Yeah.
And
Survived that one too.
and of course we were sick again, right? The last time something like a major black swan event, I think Iman and TJ were sick
Mhm.
during FTX.
That's right.
Yeah, and so we couldn't record anything.
So
then.
that might be the signal. Next time we get sick, dude, definitely
look at the charts.
Check your bank accounts.
Yeah.
The world
Check the-
literally cannot run without us.
Yeah.
Check the stock market. Yeah, make sure all your family members are like safe and sound. Because when we get sick, dude, it's literally the sky starts falling. It's
Yeah.
so weird. That's
It
like
sucks.
and we miss it. Like we miss the whole week of coverings.
Yeah, and so it's funny that the banks collapsed this a few days ago, because a few days before that, Caitlin Long, who's a prominent person in crypto, she's starting her own bank account or bank, not bank account, but a bank called Custodia Bank
In Wyoming,
which is
a very like crypto friendly state.
Yeah, and it's a non-fractional reserve banking, so it's supposed to be back 1 for 1. Struggling to get this bank open, and so she basically blows a whistle is that the government is going after crypto.
That's true. And she said it's basically like a White House coordinated attack, like from this existing administration for whatever purpose unknown. You know, I mean, everyone's citing systemic risks and stuff and citing FTX contagion on like what the impact of that had on Silvergate as like evidence of that potential systemic risk.
Yes.
Like what happens if the crypto industry, Web3 space, whatever grows to a 10x magnitude? Like what other like intertanglements will that have on like the financial system, right? So that's the narrative and like the juju they're putting out there. So I mean it's inspiring a lot of fear in the markets, right? And amongst developers, amongst people who want to start their own projects and stuff, it is what it is, man. That seems to be the sentiment coming from Big Gov.
Yeah. So she was so it was funny because she was giving a speech at the end of the night after us like walking through, walking, it feels like miles of just like, booths. So we were like exhausted. And so we're kind of like dozing off because the some of the stuff wasn't all that interesting. But she comes on and she starts talking about banks, and she starts saying things like what Iman was saying, like government is going to go after crypto, and like it's going to happen. And of course, me being more optimistic, I was like, nah, like don't worry, dude.
No, dude,
they're not gonna do that.
Yeah, dude.
And then they do that.
They do it. They're doing it. Yeah.
And so it was scary seeing USDC like kind of fall apart because
DPEG.
We said Coinbase and Circle and USDC is a comfy cloud.
You said that.
Well, yes, I did say that.
I never felt that comfortable with them, dude. I just didn't. I don't feel comfortable, especially knowing like, the SEC has like laser lock against USDC and all this stuff, right? Especially because they have their own interests of, at some point rolling out a CBDC, a central bank digital currency that they're one way or another going to enforce the citizenry to adopt, in order to remain competitive against China, which is already like in the rollout stages of their own CBDC, right? This is just the direction like the geopolitical scene is headed, right? We're going digital in all respects. So even when it comes down to reserve currencies and stuff like that, that's all going to be digitized and centralized, right? They're not going to adopt Bitcoin.
Yeah, definitely not.
For that mean. So, the tactics as far as like how they're going to ensure they remain that powerful in this whole global economic scene, I guess we're kind of like starting to see that unveil, right?
Yeah.
So,
all right, everybody head to our Discord, go to the giveaway channel, and then interact with the bot. There's going to be 7 NFTs to give away. Just interact with the bot, and in 8 minutes, there's going to be NFT winners.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, that was a lot to unpack. Holy crap.
Yeah. So
that was basically 2 weeks of happenings in like 45 minutes.
Yeah, man. If it were up to me, like these conferences are cool, and it's cool meeting with people and like putting like actual physical bodies to like a gamer tag on Discord, you know.
Yeah.
But I much prefer like having like these weekly calls, like cadence, and like working on product updates and
Yeah.
shit like that. That's
Yeah.
that's much better for me.
Yes, agreed.
And
But-
I don't get exposed to like kryptonite out there. People don't are irresponsible.
Yeah, we're definitely in our element whenever we cave up and we just keep our heads to in our lane,
Yeah.
but still peek our head out from time to time and see what's going on out there.
Yeah.
But as long as we have the safety of our cave, all is good, dude. So
Yeah.
I'm with you. Like I think we're both natural introverts, anyways.
Yeah.
So like it favors our nature. to be
Yeah.
this way.
So hopefully Trey had a good time with us. Like we had breakfast.
Mhm.
And we had the podcast. We were basically hanging out pretty much the whole day.
Yeah.
And he had a lot of other stuff to do as well. So
Yeah, we had a great discussion during breakfast about Rovi economics and everything.
Yeah.
And he brought up a couple of suggestions and stuff, and it got us back into that realm of like having these roundtable discussions and stuff. So
That's true. Yeah.
yeah, once we get past some of these development hurdles and get the editor completed, so we can have the glitch rollout and start. You got to get to that PVE phase so that we could start having these discussions about economic sustainability in the play to earn space. That was another big like thing that was being talked about during the conference.
That's true. Yeah.
Massive. Like the play to earn space was definitely represented.
Yeah.
But like the opinions are so like all over the place at the moment.
Yeah. There's people who don't believe in play to earn
at all.
I think the majority of people don't believe in play to earn, and
Even
for the most part,
yeah.
they're kind of right because we don't have like good evidence to suggest that it can work.
But it definitely can.
It definitely can.
Yeah, it absolutely can, and I think it absolutely will. It just requires not just like giving up on the economic side and focusing on just like let's just deliver products that this the existing game industry already does deliver.
Exactly.
Like this is going to be the solution.
It has to be different.
Yeah, it needs to be more focused on the economic side, like as opposed to we just need to deliver AAA quality images, and that's not the solution to the economic conundrums.
Making a fun game isn't enough to sustain a crypto token. Like that's not going to do it. It has to be a complex ecosystem.
Exactly. So yeah, what are the complexity thresholds to all these different things? Can games, well, what type of games can even like create that kind of these flows within the game itself in order to like sustain a wide enough demographic of participants, right? Like that's a lot of things to consider in game design and stuff like that. So
yeah, because right now play to earn seems like a zero-sum game. There's always going to be people who are not able to earn enough, and like it depresses the ecosystem, and then the demographics of the types of players who are playing, they may not necessarily be in it for anything other than just dumping the token. So that presents a different kind of problem. So there's a lot of issues that I don't think just like a linear type of game that you download on your iPhone or play on your computer, like that's not going to be good enough to sustain an ecosystem. Something like Rovi, where there's like owners, it's like there's nodes in the ecosystem, there's like incentives, there's everyone participating and pushing in the same direction. That is more reasonable to having a sustainable economy.
Agreed. There's a UGC component, which I think is going to be a big one.
Dude, exactly.
Yeah, there has to be again like different a lot of different dynamics in order to like I guess create output value as well as like attract enough input of value in order to like have this engine fully operational, right? So games can definitely do that, but again I think it's a question of what types of games, how robust do they have to be, and again like how many different verticals have to exist.
That's right.
And like not everyone's doing the same thing.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
It's just like a big conglomeration, a big collaborative effect.
Yes.
But like again, what is that end game value output?
Yeah, there's like a pocket of people just focusing on digitizing, another pocket of people focused on the PvE element, and another pocket of PvP, and like each one are having to leverage each other because
not all dependent on each other.
Yeah, because not everybody's going to be spending time doing all the things. It's like one of the things out of the 5 or 10 different activities that you have.
Agreed.
And it's all part of the same ecosystem. So, all right, quick question, you guys. How's the Pope? Did you guys get it or not?
Oh, I was seeing some chatter. A lot of people were having difficulty with the Poe app. But I also saw Dahlia saying she's going to help you guys out. So if anybody was having issues, definitely hit up Dahlia.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have 3 more minutes left, so make sure you interact with the bot on our Discord at the giveaway channel. And so whoever wants the Pope, don't forget to DM Dahlia. So Tranquilo was saying the CBDCs are going to fail. And there's elements of truth to that, but I feel like if a government is going to be backed by a CBDC, there's going to be, I don't know, some sustainability there, I guess. But I think the main value of having a CBDC from a government's perspective is the fact that they can track where all the money is going.
Yeah.
And you can't track cash, right? So
Yeah.
this is a huge advantage to them.
Mm-hmm.
But nonetheless, we have Guido Sanchez, The Secret of Denver Airport and Other Weird Conspiracy Theories. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, they lined that place with kryptonite. So there's no other explanation.
Yeah. Damn, dude. So not a humbling experience at all, eh? Jesus. It's like must be kryptonite, dude. That's hilarious. Yeah, dude. So again,
Okay, so
we talked about Cyber Strife, right? So either next Monday or the Monday after that, we're gonna make the announcement. We're gonna have a MetaZone call. We're gonna re-kickstart that because we have a lot of like things coming up to announce and roll out and to basically bring to the forefront. So we're gonna do those during the MetaZone calls on Mondays, right? And now the time is adjusted. What's going on? What happened? You sound like you're about to black out again.
No. I'm good.
It's like whenever you release like
Hold up.
see, now you're really scaring me.
Everybody's on high alert.
Yeah. What's happening, dude?
No, it's just I
Did somebody
guess.
bring in some kryptonite?
Yeah, right. You guys holding kryptonite over there? God damn it. No. What happened was I'm checking the list here, and hold on. And I guess I didn't upload the list of Pope links,
Oh, dang.
which I thought I did, but I'm not sure what happened.
Well, we could always chalk that up to lingering COVID
Yeah, right.
brain. Because normally, yeah, you're pretty spot on with this. But dude, it threw us off, man. I told you a little bit.
Yeah, I did.
This is evidence of that.
I really don't think we're 100% back. Like something else is happening.
It's more kryptonite, dude. Has
Wait a
to be.
minute.
The feng shui is just off.
With CBDC, they can rob your freedoms. That can't be our utopia. 1000%, dude. I definitely don't think we're gonna ever credit that to a utopic outcome. But I mean, regardless or not, I mean, achieving utopia is going to be very difficult, if not impossible. So it's not far fetched to imagine a future where CBDCs become standardized.
All right, guys, everybody
Unfortunately,
try again on the glitch and try to get your Pope. I think it should work now.
Okay.
Yeah, it should work now.
All right. Yeah. So if you guys want to get it the old fashioned way,
Yeah,
go ahead and find your glitch gate now.
that way we reduce the workload for Dahlia because issuing links is annoying.
Denver Airport is famous for being full of weird occult symbology. Did we see that? I mean, there was definitely a lot of weirdness to Colorado, without a doubt.
There's a lot of weed.
Yeah, there's a lot of that too.
A lot of that.
How much
Yeah.
longer you got on giveaway?
Shit,
Might have popped. I
think it did pop.
Damn it.
Oh, snap. All
Let's
right, here we go.
All right, here we go. So we got winners. The Love is Blue. Kirito is crossed out. That's cool. Regina. We got 0x ETH. Green Chauffeur. Jay Summers. Gwendolyn. And Michaelia. All right. Congrats, guys. DM at Dahlia your ETH address.
Congratulations, everybody. It's good to be back, like we said. Yeah, expect a lot of announcements and updates coming up in the next few weeks. What else, dude? Definitely keep throwing in that feedback. If people are out there having issues with the game, continue to pound us with that.
Yeah. Keep
Pound us with all the reports.
Green Chauffeur, keep letting me know which issues that you're seeing people come like encounter in the Rovi game, just keep letting me know. And Rovi challenge 1 difficulty has been decreased to between 30 and 35 Rovies to interact with.
Nice.
So first challenge got a little bit easier. I know that many of you are having trouble with challenges number 2 and 3. So keep up the notifications. We're gonna get to it for sure.
Right on. POAP seems to be working now. Very good.
Okay.
All right, lads.
Yep, that's it for us. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this call. We're gonna be back next week, Thursday, 10 p.m. UTC. As long as there's no kryptonite anywhere around us, we should be back.
Yeah, Dahlia just said she's gonna have more calls with the community. So definitely reach out to Dahlia if you guys have like even like feedback or suggestions as far as where like development direction should head for Rovies, whatever's on your mind. Yeah, we gotta organize these into a nice little channel.
Yeah,
straight to the developers themselves, so we can, execute on them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Be on the lookout for likely a MetaZone Monday call. Same time, 10 p.m. UTC. It probably won't happen this coming Monday, but the following Monday. And we're going to be chatting it up about CyberStrife. They're going to be coming out with their own distributed ecosystem, which is going to be cool. And that's it for us. I really appreciate you guys showing up as always. It means a lot.
Yeah.
There's going to be more updates here coming soon. And we will be back next Thursday, 10 p.m. UTC with more giveaways.
Yeah. And hopefully by this time next year, we'll be at East Denver with our
Rovi gear,
with everything,
Glitchgate,
with actual AI glitches roaming the whole event. And then you gotta deploy your AR Rovies to battle them or something like that. I don't know,
that'd be cool.
We're getting there. We're getting somewhere spicy for sure.
Yeah. All right, appreciate it, Niao. We're definitely focused on healing up, but I appreciate it. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
All right, bye guys.
Bye-bye.
Take it easy.